for being here. All right, so this is just gonna be something quick because what I'm being given or something. Watch what you eat and where you eat from. Um, so let me tell y'all what was happening. It looks like you know how after everybody eats, you know, Thanksgiving or you know whatever the food is, the holidays that you be eating, right? And then they talk about whatever certain foods give you a certain, you know, like the itis or whatever, right? But meanwhile, it was almost showing like that was given, but then there was not a return on the wake up. Like something was done, and y'all know what goes along next. So I'm just gonna say, you know, because we don't want to spoil anybody's anything, but also we don't want nobody not to be able to, because y'all know the number one rule of Earth School, right? And so, with that being the number one Earth rule of Earth School, we just want to make sure that we are not, you know, doing the wrong things by trying to integrate ourselves back into, you know, places with the people and everything else. And so, you know, a lot of people, a lot of us probably are not with the whole gathering idea anyway, because you know we just don't do that because of the issues that we've already had previously before. You know what I'm saying? So, but that would be really very crazy. You know what I mean? Because that would be like a lot of people all at one time that just had a major issue. And at this given time or at this point in time, you know, we don't know what's happening with anything and just the way that people are carrying on and treating the general public, then of course, you know, sometimes we just don't trust certain things, and that's the thing. So as of now, I'm just gonna say be very aware of what you're ingesting. But again, on another note, there is a thing where if something is wrong, then it would have automatically came from, especially for that many, you know. So it's just giving the vibe on like and I'm trying to say this in a way where it just don't, you know, kind of mess up nothing or anything, but it also just says that y'all heard what I said. You remember when they gave us the timeline thing, the time they wanted to change the time, and then you went to sleep and it was this day, and then it is 10 days later after that. Well, there is no 10 days later. It's just that everybody just went to sleep, okay? So I don't know what that vibe is or why that's even coming across as that, but that's kind of scary, being as though, you know, we're in a timeline where nobody's caring. Because they was talking about that food producer or that manufacturer that everybody was saying that, you know, they said what they said about the meat. Mind you, if you look on a lot of the things, like you're gonna have to start watching what you're eating right now. Look on the bags, look at the ingredients. Everybody is writing that on the ingredients, and it's just been a thing that I didn't even realize. They've been talking about that this has been almost a couple of years, and it just seems like time is flying. Like I remember when they said it, but not that it was already given the green light. And so for me, I feel like when everybody started smelling funny is when I noticed. I didn't know that there was already a thing happening behind the scenes where it's been green lit and everything else. And that will also go into like the vegetables and things of that nature that remember they was talking about doing this, that particular thing. And so as of now, I'm just going to say read all the packaging, even the fine print, because some of your favorite products right now are having those words written on them. And I just posted a video that somebody had, and it was showing like some of it's been some things that I have eaten that I've never looked in it to see if it says, engineer anything. Like, you know what I mean? And so all I'm gonna say is that from this point on, read everything. Read everything that you're getting from the stores, that you're giving your kids, that you're putting into your body. Stop eating from places. Like, literally, we all have to stop doing that. And I'm saying it, but I be trying, doing it still. But I have to really get disciplined and stop doing that because, y'all, these people do not. They just don't care, and they are wanting the mighty dollar. The dollar is what's important to them. Okay. It don't care about what the effects are, again, because it's just gonna be a thing where um whatever happens, it's like a science experiment. Remember, I told y'all they do whatever they do, and then they figure it out later on. But then the weirdest, funniest part was this. Anybody remember Star Trek? Like, if you remember Star Trek, right? Somebody mentioned this today that the food was coming out of the. Remember the little machine they would say? So it was already a thing. If you remember Star Trek, if you can hear me, put some hearts in the chat. Like, put some hearts in the chat if you can hear me. But yeah. So they was talking about how, like, on all the sci-fi movies, y'all know how you push the button and it says, and I could have just been oblivious to thinking that they had the actual product in there. I don't know why I ever thought that, but apparently that's already been a thing, and it makes sense after you look at it because remember on the Jetsons, they would order the food from the little machine. I don't know why, for the life of me, I ever thought that there was something in there making that food, that it was real food. But apparently, so y'all, like, this shit is weird as fuck that it's even, this has already happened. It's already happened. So, there's that. We can do with that information what we all will. So, but the other part is, just be mindful of what the hell y'all eating. That's it. That's all. I love y'all and go with God.